Welcome to another video. Here we go. HO train layout. So today my goal is to do some more grass and maybe even get this road finished up through there. I'm going to work on that section, see how it goes. And I don't know if any of you have siblings that you may be competitive with or not. I'm going to leave a link in the description box for my brother's train layout. He has done trains for, I don't know, a long time. He's had a layout for 20 years probably. And it kind of, at one point, was just sitting in his basement. This is my recollection. He may have used it, I'm not sure. But he knows so much stuff that I don't know. And he saw that I'm doing this, and so he kind of got the bug again, and he's doing he's redoing his entire layout. So some of it looks like it had stuff that was down that he's pulled the track all up, or most of it, and redid it. And watch out that that tree. He did a video, one of his last videos, on ballasting, and I did not do a good job with this. I used gravel from around my swimming pool, sand, and he bought the correct stuff, but he made a ballast dispenser. It's really cool. It's all done on this one. I have another layout, I think you've seen it, that at some point I'm going to have to put down ballast, and I'm going to do that. So check out his channel. It's a brand new channel. I think he's only got 10 or 12 subscribers at this point, and trying to get it started. So if you wanted to go check it out, he's my younger brother, a little baby, 3 years younger than me. So check that out. So let's get on to putting down grass. I think that'll be the first thing. I learned a lot from putting this down, so we'll get on to it. This is essentially what I will be using for weaponry to put down the grass. Just a cup. I already have diluted glue. I'll dump into there. I'll be dipping a brush in and just spread it around. And then the flocker, I'm not even going to plug it in, because this is, as one of you folks pointed out, it's a shorter blend of grass, so it doesn't stand up like you would need for the electrical charge for it. So I'll fill this in here, but it works great for spreading it. So we'll go over to a corner over here, and we're going to start with this part. First thing, glue. Hey, why not fill it right up? I don't know exactly how much I'll use. All right, so I won't be using this. I got to pull up some trees. Be just a lot easier to put that down. All right. I'll start somewhere in here. I'm letting it run up onto the gravel. I think that looks more natural, just kind of letting it flow, because grass tends to grow where you don't want it. I'll just do a little section at a time. I'll go right to this joint, more or less. I suppose they have real erosion on railroad tracks, I guess. I'll take the cover right off. Dump that in. Okay. Here he goes. Wow, that really works great, spreading that around. I'll run the vacuum over this again after it's dried. I like that. When it comes to doing the road, I'm going to make glue the two sides and not put any where the roadbed will go, just so the grass doesn't stick there, so I can glue that. I'll do that another day. Some of my ballast is falling apart. I think the glue will probably help with that. Reaching up there far enough so I can get in the hole up there and do the rest. I'm letting it get on the rocks a little bit. This has always looked kind of unfinished because I didn't bring the ledge work all the way up high enough so you could see some of the caulking. So I think this will take care of that. We don't need a passing lane for the one-horse buggy. I just switched screens. The mesh here, it was really dumping out quite a bit, so I would run out of stuff pretty quickly if I don't do something. After I use this amount, I've basically used half of a jar of this product. Looking pretty, woohoo! I like this very much. I'm going to stick some of these trees back in here. All right, pulling out the pond. We'll just set that aside. Trying to cover up some of my goofs where I where I glued this incorrectly. You could see the white adhesive, the caulking silicone that I used to glue down the track. I won't do that again. I learned something. Try to make the road not too straight looking. That's easy because I can't stay in the line within the lines very well. Happy little accidents. Oh, Bob Ross was such a great artist. Let's start with that. That's covering up the caulking really well, making my work look nicer. This is definitely the right screen to use. Guess we need another shot. I think if it's a little thin in places, it probably looks more natural. Kind of like the hair on my head, a little bit thinner, looks more natural. All right, that finishes that part. All right, it's actually the next day. This is all, should be all dry. I'm going to, Kaya, this is a little handheld vac that works pretty good. It's good for, I can come right along the tracks and suck up all the loose stuff so the track is good. So we're going to do that. We'll get in close and I'll show you how that works. I'll start right here where I probably got some on there just because I was sprinkling. I don't know if that has a lock. No. Anyway, let's vacuum. It's a pretty quiet vacuum. Just a little, I think it takes a couple of AA batteries. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit building up in there. Have to empty that periodically. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. So basically, I'll take this end off. You can see that. Just dump it in. Seems like it doesn't doesn't hold a lot at a time as far as picking it up. Certainly better than, I like that because it only picks up where you want it to pick up. And if you remember, I talked about only putting glue where I wanted the grass, not where the wagon trail is. We lost power a short while ago. It came back on. I don't know if you saw the lights just flicker. Hopefully we don't lose it again. Oh, you got to empty that again. Right, we'll vacuum up some more of this. Then we're going to put the road down. That should be pretty neat. Make sure I get the track. So I'm going to make a parking lot right in here. I'll leave probably a grassy area that will go over into the trees. So let's get her going. I'll reach whatever. I'll start here with the road. I don't mind intermingling the grass with what is going to look like the gravel. Even though apparently what I'm using is not the right. Okay, that's a pretty good parking lot. Go right to there. Actually, I think that will make a good entry across the tracks for the road. So we define that a little more. Probably come up into here a little bit more. soften that corner. I think that's all I want. Okay. So this is actually called blended turf, but it's dirt, a dirt road color, as far as I'm concerned. The first section of road that I didn't use this. I kind of wish I had. Let's see how it goes. See how much I've used. Oh, not much. Okay. It's a little bit messy. I have to back and try again. I'll definitely have to pull those trees for the grass. Okay, now we'll go down and finish the road down to the farm. Put my happy little tree back. And I'll crawl out of the hole. Really liking how this is starting to look. I started this project, boy, 10 months ago, and then I stopped for 3 or 4 months, off and on. I don't even mind if, while putting the glue down, if I drag a little bit of the grass and clump it up some. I think that adds reality to it. What is reality in HO train world? All right. And we're making the road connection. There. Time for this next section. This has actually bothered me for a little while, and I'm going to take care of it. Need to remove some of these trees. Why not take all of them, right? I'm just going to stay on this side of the tracks. I've never finished this part, so I'm going to just lay rock in there. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll start out with some large rock, and I've found that I have a lot of fine shaly ledge that is splintered all over. The nice thing about rock, it's pretty hard to lay it. Well, it's not real hard to lay it wrong, but I bet I could. I need a bigger piece or two. Yeah, thank you. Oh, that fits better. Nice little color into that rock. I like that. I'm gonna let that sit right up onto there. And then I'm just going to sprinkle fine ledge. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh, that's perfect. How about right there? Okay, that's all I need for big ledge. Now I'm going to just take this really fine stuff and sprinkle it. I think that is a natural thing for for a rail bed. That's the way it might look, where they build it up. Pretty big pieces of wood. Trying to be really careful not to get any on the track. I may have mentioned this ledge came from beside a road. It's stuff that just breaks off and was falling down onto the road anyway. And they have to come every year and clean it up, haul it away. So I saved them a little time. 3 or 4 buckets of this. A little piece of deadwood. I kind of like that. Yeah. Good. All right, let's glue down some grass. I'm just daubing around because I didn't glue this ledge in. Should be fine. This going around the rock is the slow part. That'll cover over pretty quickly with the glue. One thing I didn't mention is my brother and I were a little bit competitive. We try to find out where are you? We try to find out who's the most humble. Is that even possible? No, it's not. I know. We have fun with it. Apparently that was some loose grass, but I like the effect of clumping there. I like that. I like how the grass comes up onto the rocks like moss. I love that. Still quite a bit left. I need just a pinch more.